day, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today, I bring you once again for this week. I bring you Becky from Waves of Key Energy. Come today, we should be talking about feelings of guilt driving your decision, which is an awesome topic. Vicky, over to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if guys
Hi,
have a question, post it on the comment, and Vicky is here today to answer your questions. Thank you. Come on in.
hi, everybody. It's good to be here again this week. So, my topic that is our feelings of guilt driving your decisions. We have, most of us have been there. Like, our feelings of guilt at the root of your decisions. Do they motivate your actions? Are you doing things for someone because you feel guilty? This one's a big one with me. Do you feel guilty when your children or your partner's unhappy and that I should be doing something about it? And another one, do you feel guilty when you say no? Another big one for me. Or are you wondering why you even feel guilty? Yes, there are times when you should feel guilt. If you're responsible for someone else's misfortune or you did actual harm to someone, then there is um, a reason that you should be feeling guilt. However, this particular feeling is different. This is the feeling that you think you did something wrong or that you didn't do enough to help someone. Don't worry, you're not alone. This belief or pattern usually starts in our childhood. A parent or a grandparent was unhappy or angry, and we believed ourselves to be the cause. And that is 100% untrue. We saw the situation through the eyes of a child. We didn't know or understand the reasons for the emotions that we were feeling. We just knew that they were unhappy, and we believed ourselves to be the reason behind that unhappiness. This became an assumption that we carried forward into our actions with others in our lives, our parents, boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, our children, siblings sometimes, and sometimes even complete strangers. We may feel that we should be sacrificing our well being to help others. Very altruistic motive.
This
That
became
we are
assumption.
not doing enough, even though we have been helping. And sometimes other obligations come up that require our attention. And so we start feeling guilty again. I know that it was a motivator in many of my actions from my teen years on. I didn't realize how much of a driving force it was until the abusive relationship with my children's father. I left a number of times and went back each time because I felt guilty that I was abandoning him and believed that he needed me for stability in his life. So silly, silly, silly me. Thankfully, the day came when I was able to not feel guilty anymore, when I was able to leave him and take my children away and say goodbye for good. That was huge, so empowering. Finally, I could put my well being and the well being of my children above his. It took a long time in the making to have that happen, too many years, but I was so thankful when I was able to do that. But sadly, that didn't mean that guilt was no longer in any of my decision making. I still made choices based on it. And the worst part was I was not really aware of how pervasive, negative, and insidious those feelings were. I was making decisions that diminished my self worth. My boundaries were constantly being ignored or marginalized by me because I was putting someone else's well being and happiness first. I was the one who was doing it to myself. I was not being my best friend. Thankfully, my youngest child, such a wise being, helped me to realize that I was still operating from a place of guilt. I worked with my Reiki teacher to determine where those feelings originated from, and it turned out that most of the causes came from prior lives, karmic lessons that I brought into this lifetime for me to work on, to resolve, and to release. There were also a couple of reasons from my childhood that I needed to release, to work through as well. So, releasing the pain, the sadness, the guilt from those lifetimes and this lifetime, and cutting away from them across all lineages and lifetimes lifted a huge, huge weight from my spirit. Now, because this pattern has been with me for almost all of my life, it has become a very well worn track in my emotional self. So I know I need to remain vigilant to not stepping back into that pattern. I check in when making decisions that I'm not operating from a place of guilt. And if I feel that there is any guilt, then I immediately step back and take a look at what it is that I'm deciding about, whether it's in my best interests or in the other person's. If any of this resonates with you, I can help you to go back and find the root cause of these feelings and help you to release and let go of them because they're not serving you. You deserve to be your strongest advocate for your best interests. Thank you, and I hope this helps and maybe raises some aha moments for you, some food for reflection. Thank you for your time today.
Awesome. That is awesome, Becky. This is very deep for because a lot of people suffer through guilt. Some women die in the process because they can't really make that decision to step out. Guilt
Yeah,
is such a terrible thing, and so many people are in that situation. None of them is able to, take the step that you took, to step out of that environment. It's not healthy for anyone. It's not healthy for anybody. So many, it's uncountable.
yeah,
Thank you for sharing, guys. Reach out for Becky if you have any of such situation, especially these days. Things are difficult. Why be in a situation where you cannot be who you are? It's very,
that,
it
that's
doesn't, you're not doing any good to yourself or anybody else around you. We all have our own gift, and that
yes,
gift is designed for you to help yourself and help other people. When you're not in the position to use that what God has given to you, you're not doing any justice to yourself or anybody else. Everybody suffers at the process. So thank you so much. This is it's deep, guys. So share, reach out, and deal with this situation. We can't mask it anymore. Eventually, it's better dealt with earlier than later.
hmm,
And you have to flourish, be who you are, and shine. Don't
that's
live
right.
out of guilt. Live for yourself, and
That's
so
right.
that bless other people in your
That's right.
in.
You have to be in order, to um, bring into your life whatever you want in this life. You have to do it from a place of your own best interest first and
Yeah,
not somebody else's agenda, because their agenda is definitely not going to line up with yours. So in order to do what is best for you, you need to make decisions from that place of what is best for you, not for somebody else.
that's true. That's so true. That's so
Because
powerful.
their happiness is not really in your hands. They're the ones
Yeah.
who have to make their own happiness. Just like you have to make yourself happy, they have to make theirself happy. And it's through their actions, not your actions, that will
Yes.
do that.
That is so true. That is so true. So wonderful. Thank you so much. That's a huge blessing. So if you're listening, Today, you know what your situation is. Reach out and seek help. Don't stay suffering. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody. It
Yeah,
doesn't help the world either.
yeah,
It doesn't even help your children, to be honest with you. They
that's
see
right.
you suffer and it's just not doing much good for anybody. So take the steps, take action. Don't live, in guilt. Do what you need to do to help yourself and help the society you live in, help the future of your life and your children. That is the best decision ever. Thank you so much, Becky, for joining us today. That is awesome. It's a wonderful topic. Anybody, if you have any questions, anything else you need to add for today, those who are out there, I guess they can find you on Twitter, LinkedIn. And here's the phone number and the website to call Becky, get a section, a few minutes section to see how you can deal with your current situation moving forward.
Yes,
Life is short, to live to your fullest. That is
yeah,
just the only way. Don't cut corners. Don't just live on somebody else's standard. Live in your own standard. And that is just the message. Guilt
yes,
can keep
yes,
you where you don't want to be. And yeah, at the end of the day, you're not doing the best service to yourself or to the society or to anybody else.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right. Thank you
yeah.
so much. With that said, guys, we'll wrap it up. It's short today. So we'll be back again next week. Thursday, same
Yes,
time, different topic. All this is designed to help you be your
yes,
best you can for yourself and other people around you. So
yes.
be back
Having
again.
self-realization is extremely important.
Yes, yes,
Self-awareness.
yes, yes, it is. Again, the slang is relax, release, renew. That is the topic. All the best to you guys. Thank you all for watching. See you again on Thursday. Come join us and bring your questions and reach out for Becky and get some answers and see how you can help yourself.
Yes,
It begins with helping yourself. If you can't help yourself, you can't help other people. And it's just that simple. Help yourself first so that you can be able position to help other people.
yes.
Again, thank you all so much for watching. Take care and God bless. Thank you, Becky.
Bye.
Bye.